Back. Sorry, guys.
Hopefully you guys can see us and hear us again. It looks like the internet decided to just stop. Yeah. So basically he's now dropping, looks like he's dropping the flamers at the top.
Yep. How ugly is that?
It's interesting.
How ugly is
You
that,
really
guys?
gonna do that? Don't hobby shame.
Ugly.
You're a horrible human being.
Just like that. That's ugly as
Alright,
well.
and looks like we have... What is this? Just plague bearers? Is that what
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
just other unit plague bearers.
Alright,
Yeah, he's going to use that to take up all that space.
they are plague bearers.
Yeah.
I don't think they're plague bearer models, but they're plague
Nah,
bearers.
yeah. They're pox walkers, I think.
Yeah.
That's a great Gene Steeler Cult Shadow Sword. It's a Baneblade, you numpty. It's not even a Shadow Sword model. Gosh. You can take your GSC Shadow Swords and put them with your Pyrophores. You disgust me, Simon. But
What's the Baneblade chassis
yep.
that allows you to... It's open tops.
So it's the Banehammer and the Stormlord.
You put fireballs in it?
No.
Oh.
They can't embark upon it.
Why not?
That'd be cool, though. If Pyrophores exist, which they don't.
Which they don't.
Nah.
It's a big scam.
Not convinced.
Alright.
Damn, that internet dropping out cost us like almost 10 viewers.
Ouch.
That sucks.
Ouch.
That burns.
It does burn, but maybe we can give away stuff. Maybe we can give away stuff, people come back.
Yep,
Is that how it works?
I think so.
That's science right there.
It's Dean. Dean, say hello.
So Down Under Network is proud to partner with OTP Terrain, which are licensed 3D printers of 6 to 28mm wargaming and tabletop gaming terrain. We have cranes, crates, towers, scattered terrain, big massive ruins and cathedrals, epic cathedrals. They've got various types of buildings and outpost style terrain. It's modular if required. We have walkways, we have stairs, and just to see the sheer scale size, we have Titanicus versus 40K Knights under a massive bridge. Get 15% off this weekend, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Be there, be there, be there. OTPterrain.com.
Simon just compared me to a flat earther. All right, I'll tell you what's wrong with that comparison, Simon. One of those things is a continent. The other one of those things doesn't exist. That's what's wrong with your assumption there, mate.
All right, back to the game.
What's the current situation?
Top of turn 2.
Yep. Lee's just deep struck, take up some board space. Mansky did a good job in his turn 1. He hit quite hard into the bottom. So this bottom unit, we've got a counter. So there's 25 left there, 10 left there, 30 left there, and he's just dropped another 30 man. So we just got Dean. Say hello, Dean. He's back there. We're just giving him an update because this is the top table of his event. So keeping him on the money because you can't just unintrusively walk in there and take a look.
Well, that's why we separated it, so people would interrupt.
Yeah. So he's just dropped his flamers up at the top, so right here.
Yep.
And he's going to try and gun down this whole bracket of plague bearers so that he can get a charge with his plague bearers into the horrors. But what Mansky's just going to do is just going to take these plague bearers down the bottom when the guys die. And Mansky should totally be using Warp Surge on his plague bearers the second he targets them with the horrors.
Is it on target, or what's the timing on that?
It's start of any. It's whenever you target in any phase, I believe, for Warp Surge.
Yep.
So when the flamers target those horrors, so the plague bearers, you should go Warp Surge. So they got a 5 up against all the. I think he's got 9. Is it 6 flamers or 9 flamers in that unit? I think it's a 9-man, which is going to do some significant damage. But unlike Hayden's, they won't have a herald there to give them +1 strength on there. So I think they'll just be winning them on 4s. That's correct, yeah.
So just looking at taking some of those. Just lost 3 plague bearers, I think.
Yep. Wonder what that was to.
Oh no, he's lost some more.
Yeah, he would have lost quite a few. Yeah, but he's well and truly picky-tailed back right into the middle of the army, so he's taking
I'd
them there.
like to put in how many Mansky has left there, but
We don't know.
the thing that he's been quite, I don't know if it's a deliberate act, but it's been quite helpful for us, is he's been putting his dead models in this spot. And so I've seen them go there, and I've been able to count them out nice clearly. Mansky picked ones in gaps, which made perfect choice,
Tactical
but then
sense.
he's put his slightly off to the side.
So we don't know how many died
I
there.
don't know exactly how many died. So for those watching, I don't want you to feel like I'm deliberately putting numbers on certain units and not others. It's just unfortunate that I just don't have the ability of doing it on Mansky's. At some stage, if I hear them say how many are left, I'll update it.
What's just happened there?
Charging by the looks of it. Yeah, charging.
Okay. It's turn 2, and it's interesting.
You have stairs in the House of War, question mark? We have multiple versions, multiple stairs. It's a 2-story split level.
Yep.
So the bottom floor is a split level, and then there's a mezzanine.
Yep.
That's the correct terminology, I believe.
I think so.
I
have no idea.
Like
I just nodded along through that.
Just sure, Josh. That sounds like.
He's right.
I'm
This
right.
guy. Listen to this guy. Knows what he's talking
This
about.
guy.
So it looks like he managed to find a gap there in the Plague Bearer line. He's going through there, and he's going to consolidate and be able to tap one of those units of horrors.
Interesting. I mean, he didn't lose enough models that he had to leave a gap. I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure.
I think the question is whether or not he could have charged here. So it looks like he measured these models and looked like he wanted to take them away, the ones in the bottom left. But then for whatever reason, didn't. You're a meme.
You're a meme, Simon.
You're
But
a
you totally
stare.
got him. You totally
You're
got
a stare.
him. But yeah, look, he didn't need to leave a gap. He could have just taken 1 or 2 more dudes from here. I'm wondering if he couldn't tell which Plague Bearer was which. It could have been legitimately could have been a thing. He didn't know which one was his.
Is that Hayden's turn 2?
No, this is Lee's turn 2.
Hayden in second.
Yeah. Well, Hayden got the choice and he made Lee go first. Because none of his shit was in range.
You're just counting him out.
What are they saying? It's too many models?
I think he's lost a model, accidentally.
What,
He should
Hayden?
have 25, and I
Yeah.
think he's only got 24 Plague Bearers.
Okay. I don't think that's going to matter in this game of things. Yep, and those guys are charging to the... Is he hoping he does not kill those bloodletters?
I don't know.
That he'll be safe from reparations and then be able to fall back in charge with the Poutre?
Pootree. He has trailed back to the Pootree.
Yeah, well, he is right now because he's back to
Yeah.
here.
So I think he's just deliberately trying to make sure he can fall back in charge if he needs to.
I think Hayden just drops bloodletters there and just digs his whole side of the board away.
So Adam is suggesting potentially dropping bloodletters here.
I think he has to now. Well, that's the only option he has.
Killing those
Then he can
guys.
catapult himself into the... so good. So good.
I'm totally an adult.
Yeah, we are. We're allowed to drive, guys. Isn't that a scary thought? He's allowed to have... He's got a baby. Isn't that a terrifying
That's one
thought?
thing I've said for a long time. Like you have to get a license to have a car. There are certain animals you need licenses for as to have as pets. How the hell can people just have one as babies? I don't put myself in that category. I feel like I should have had to sit a test or an exam.
I can't say what I was going to say. Never mind.
I'm just lucky that my son gets all his looks from his mum.
Yes, nice. Fair enough. So, yeah, look, this could be an interesting turn. I don't think a lot of stuff's going to die, but this turn is going to take a long time.
Okay, so we have got a unit of Nurglings here. Nurglings here.
Yep.
I think there's a unit here,
Yep.
and you'll notice it's blocked that space off. So
Yeah,
I
so
think the
literally
only
that's his only
spot,
drop zone.
yeah, bloodletters can only go there.
How old's your son, Josh?
He is 14 months, almost 15 months.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure the exact number you stop with children. That
Wait,
you
stop
stop
the
counting
month to turn
months.
to years?
I think it's 18 months,
Yeah, I think
and then
so.
you just round up to 2 years, and then just go in years. That's my
That's my understanding too.
my theory.
It's very much a grey area though. I honestly think he kills all those bloodletters. There's what? There's 8 left? Maybe 9? Yeah, I think they legitimately all die. I think that actually might be bad for Mansky if they all die, and then he gets to spread out a bit more on the consolidate.
Those bloodletters are gonna die.
Yeah, they're gonna die.
Baby toddler kid. I like it.
Look,
So this talking about the
Hey.
various buffs and bubbles.
yep, Val Heffelfinger's just joined us. Welcome along, Val. This is a little top table action. It's also
It
a
is.
hell of a fucking mess on the board.
Yeah, so for those just joining us, on the
Just do a-
right-hand side of the
just do us a
table.
line, do a line like that for us.
Sure, I should be able to do that. So we think it's what? It's pretty much
Yep.
that and some bloodletters.
Yep.
So everything on the left-hand side of this and the bloodletters there.
And Hayden
Mansky's,
Mansky's.
he's still got
3 units of blood
3
letters.
units of bloodletters off the table.
Yep.
But
But the board has well and truly been cut off.
basically you can only drop them in this spot
Or behind the
or
horrors.
behind.
But this is his turn too, so he has a turn to dig himself
Yep.
out if he
Um,
can effectively do it.
And then we have, up the top, we have 25 plague bearers that are currently engaging Mansky's plague bearer scream. Then we have 30 plague bearers that have just dropped.
We do have telestrations on our
Illustrator?
you drawing on the screen.
Oh, does Val not do that on his
No,
streams?
no. Oh well, some people don't, some people do. But we have telestrations. I've never called it that, but that's a good.
Do you
term.
like it?
I like it.
Do you feel it's professional?
I think it's professional. Draw a dick
'Cause-
again. Draw a dick again.
Because if you
Diffie.
were here a little earlier,
We've drawn like
you would
7
have seen,
doodles so far.
would have seen, well, there's some Nurglings here and some Nurglings
Nurglings
here,
there.
and
And
then he's got
there's
his big
all the
horrors
horrors,
and
the
plague
horror
bearers
unit.
that are
There's a
about
big
here.
horror unit in that section. So fucking good.
I'm an adult, I swear.
So fucking good. Yeah.
And you'll notice we've been keeping track. So there's 25, 30,
30,
and 30,
and a 10.
10.
Because there's 3 units of 30. There's 4 units of 30 horrors.
Yeah.
So
For those that are interested, you pretty much need to use some form of paint shop,
Yep.
paint, whatever. I use MS Paint. And you just do an overlay.
yeah, overlay.
And yeah.
And draw dicks all day. It's only effective when you do it by accident. Dude, you can never draw a dick by accident. It's always deliberate. It's demons on
It is
demons,
demons on
top
demons.
table.
Triple battalion versus double battalion.
Yeah. Saucy and exciting, isn't it? Yep.
So there's still a small number of bloodletters in this spot.
Yep. Do you think Hayden has to drop some bloodletters this turn?
Has to.
I think he has to.
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
they're
it's
not
going to
gonna
be
get
too
in.
late. They're
They're
not
not
going to
gonna
get the drop at all.
Yep.
Does he drop all 3, or does he only need 2 and then keeps 1 in his pocket?
Um,
From my mind, he drops 2.
no, it just drops all 3.
So all 3 in that one spot and leaves nothing for the top of the table when he needs them later?
Well, do you think? Look, I think it's going to come into a couple of factors. Whether or not this unit of horrors and flamers get blocked. If they get locked in,
They
I
will.
think. Well, you say they will, but they might get tapped and engaged.
Yeah.
So as they
They're
can't.
not going to get wrapped.
No, I don't think they got wrapped.
They
though.
can't get wrapped.
Well, obviously the flamers definitely can't get wrapped. And the flamers can still walk out and shoot. It wouldn't have been a bad idea actually to do the wall of flamers there.
Oh,
Okay, because he wasn't going to be able to declare a charge on the flamers. So yes, he could have then piled in and tapped them, but then he could have just jumped them out and still shot. Whereas the horror wall means that he can't shoot that horror squad now.
Yep. Nice. No. Stop it. All right. So is that Demon Prince attack yet, or was that just the Plague Bears attacking?
Honestly, not sure.
Who the fuck knows? You're the guy with it, Mike. And tell us.
Mate,
Golly gosh.
They're not overly clear.
Okay. So it must be those Plague Bears.
Plague Bearers are piling in.
Yeah, so it must be. So many
15 Plague Bearers.
Yep. Is he going to Warp Surge? He should have already. Nah, no point Warp Surging now.
I wouldn't bother.
Nah. Just let him go. In fact, you want them all to die. Unless they get
There's
locked.
not enough attacks.
Yeah,
It's just not enough attacks.
He's not going to kill him. But the Plague Bearers not being wrapped can be your insurance policy when your Bloodletters drop. They can bubble wrap this area of the board for you, so that you can make sure you're going to keep that Bloodletter drop space available for the turn after if you decide not to drop them all next turn.
3 wounds.
Yeah. It's,
1.
yeah, exactly. Plague Bears on Plague Bears is a pillow fight and a half. A pillow fight and a half. It's like two guys eating beans and fighting at each other. Neither of them are going to die, but they're both going to be shitty.
He took the one model that looks like the Demon Prince won't be able to.
This is my great, awful saying, man.
So the Demon Prince doesn't look like he'll be able to fight now.
Sweet, good idea.
What?
All my best metaphors, just fluff on the wind in this environment. None of you even laughed. Like, what am I doing here? Wasting my time.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. Spruiking OTP terrain.
True that.
It's a crate. It's a crate. Oh yeah, cheers. Guys, whoever gets the most cheers, get away from my face. God damn it. Whoever gets the most cheers today at the end of this stream goes home with this set of 3D printed, lovely, interlockable, interchangeable crates. Containers, crates.
From OTP Terrain.
From OTP Terrain.
The most valuable viewer award, the MVV, will also go home with also a set of
same set of crates. Yep. We're cutting these ones in half, and you're getting half each.
Actually, neither of you are getting that set.
Yeah, this one is actually Hayden Mansky's.
This is actually Hayden Mansky's set that
what
we
the
have
fuck
borrowed
is a cheer?
for today's stream.
A cheer is like, you can buy bits.
Like,
yeah, just throw money at us. But you got to buy bits. Don't lie to me, you ain't shipping to Canada. Give us enough bits and we'll ship to Canada. I'm down. That's not how it works, Simon. Just a
unlucky.
breaker.
Disco Boy's current in the lead, followed by JB Painting. Disco Boy scored himself a $30 gift voucher to OTP Terrain.
For a grand total of probably $1.70 yesterday.
Yeah, bargain. Absolute bargain.
So cheers, you purchase bits off Twitch, which is like their currency, and then you throw them at us lovingly in rewards for our fine, upstanding content that we're creating. So yeah, also if anybody out there hasn't subscribed and would like to, feel free. It's lovely to get a good endorsement from the community that we're putting out valuable content and that people actually like what we're doing. They want to support us.
And if you haven't followed us, just hit follow.
Hit follow.
There's no financial impact.
Little emote comes out. Little Ned Kelly dancing. It dances for you.
Yeah, if you hit that follow, you too can have this little.
Yeah, dancing
All
Ned Kelly.
right.
That's right. It's a good
Like,
dance.
yes, exactly like nerd strippers.
Exactly, mate. What do you want to see? What do you want to see, Val?
We can't. It's against Twitch policy.
It's my face. That's my face right there. I'm wearing my face on my own T-shirt. It's fucking awesome.
So Bloodletter's dead. Boom. Val's now following. The full effort finger. All right. I'm not 100% certain that the current count.
So I need to actually create some kind of innuendo. Actually, no, it needs to be random mystery what the actual Heffelfinger is. No one quite knows what it is, but someone's heard of someone that used it on their partner once. That's all we know about the Heffelfinger. I had a story from a tale of a friend of mine who learned the Heffelfinger technique. It's a mystery, only to a select few.
You're a dirty man.
Says the guy with a kid. I ain't got no kids. There's no proof that I've had intercourse.
All right. Oh. All right. So I think those bloodletters dying is actually fine.
Fine, doesn't matter.
Because the alternative was they were going to be wrapped.
Yeah.
Which meant he wasn't going to be able to shoot 2 of those units of Plague Bearers
Exactly.
with those horrors.
He has a good chance of clearing off the 10-man because there's no negatives to hit
10 man's going to be dead.
10-man should be gone. And he should be dropping minimum 2 units of bloodletters to clear off that 30-man that's there as well.
I agree.
And then all of a sudden that whole bottom of swathe of the board is just opened up completely. The top side is a bit more worrisome, but mind you, he still has 6 flamers up there, some smites, and 2 units of horrors to take care of that unit. It's not inconceivable that he loses the 25-man at the top, the 10-man, and a 30-man if everything goes his way. But he does need about everything to go his way. What you doing?
I'm just checking some stuff.
Cool.
All right.
Sick.
So Flamer's going to do their thing. Where are they going?
Jump around, jump up, and get down. Looks like he's just diverting his stuff down to the bottom of the board, just in case it goes south, which I think is a good idea. There's no need to take risks. They're still Plague Bearers. They can be very easily railroaded.
Also, I feel as though if he was to drop this Firebase down a fair bit,
Yep, he can have room for a bloodletter.
Then when those bloodletters drop, if he wants to come back, if he wants to drop those bloodletters here, then when these guys come in and punch, he's not too far from the bloodletter support.
It's true.
So if you pull them back, I think that'll be the right move.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I think his best bet is to pull back into the bottom left hand of the corner. Belly. Good man. How you doing?
I might just give him a heads up. They got an hour and a half.
Yep. Do that.
And I might get a drink.
Do it. Do it now. Do it lots. All right. So we have an hour and a half left, and this is the bottom of turn 2. So this game is going a bit long in the tooth, but hopefully we at least get to a comfortable turn 4, turn 5 finish. This is the top table, guys. We don't want no shitty turn finishes. Where he has his bloodletters right now is probably the closest they're going to get. Lee has done a very good job of zoning off the board. Look, there might be a little pocket right at the top where the road is, where the road connects with Lee's side of the board. There might be a little pocket up there, but it's going to be hard to fit them all in there. Maybe gets 1 unit in there, but I think he's better off dropping 2 units now and keeping 1 in his pocket for turn 3. That would be my bet. Now, both of these units have Banners of Blood, and it looks like he is dropping 2 of them. That's 10, 11, 12. That's only 1 unit. That's a 20-man. He's dropping right there. And yeah, I think he is going to go for that top of the road bit. He's going to try and drop a unit down there as well. He's certainly eyeing it off. Yeah, look, Simon, realistically, I think a turn 4 finish is probably what's going to happen. Mind you, if Simon has... So, no, not Simon. Sorry, you're Simon. If Hayden has a stellar turn here, he can cut down 2/3 of the Plague Bearers that are currently on this board, and that will make this a lot faster. A lot faster. Yep, he's going to try and drop a unit up the top there, which I think is the right call. If you can fit 1 in there, by all means, that's a very good play. And yeah, I honestly still think he keeps 1 in his pocket. They're going to have 3d6 charge, re-rollable, all it needs is an 8. So that is very likely to happen. The other thing I'm interested to do is see what he does with his psychic powers. From the looks of things, the only character that's going to be in a decent deny range will be that Corn Demon, which can't deny. So all he has to really worry about is a couple of heralds that he has, which are close to the Poo Tree if I last remember. Good old Poutre. Actually, I fucking hate the Poutre. It's broke as a joke. As if you can't target it. As if you can't target the Poutre. It doesn't have a bloody profile. It just gives you out like 4 psyche powers for free. You don't need a cast, cannot be denied. You just buy it. Do you know how much I would love to be able to just pay for Doom to go off all game in a bubble? That'd be so good, guys. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Actually, you know what? I do. I pay for Guide. I pay 3 CP for Guide every game I play my Black Templars because I buy Chapter Master upgrade. That Poutre is that times 3. Absolutely. So cheap for what it does. Still. So we've got some rules being looked up. He's going for a cast. Not sure if he got it. Cannot see his teeny tiny dice. We need to get some massive dice on this stream. Some stuff that shows up. We're working towards getting some really nice big casino dice. The ones with like the clear red or clear blue, so the pips show up really good. Simon, like Doom was just me being theoretical about a very powerful psychic power. I wasn't being literal. Are there any quality orc builds? Look, I think there is. There was only one orc player at this event, and I don't think he did very well. Was there? There was an orc player, yeah. Huh? Yeah, I don't think he played day 2. I don't think he played day 1. No, he dropped. Yeah. Sorry, Val. The Australian meta has been very slow to get on the orc train. The guy sitting next to me, Josh, this guy is the guy who's going to be picking up the orc mantle for the Victorians.
All right, so I'm still trying to work out the specifics here, but Eightfold Path, which is 8 events, run by the same TO as this event.
Yep.
Has you're allowed to bring unpainted models and proxies. If you do, you're ineligible for prizes.
Yep.
All right, but it's a good starting event for people to learn and play.
It's the gateway.
It's the gateway drug to 40k tournaments.
It's the one day you can bring anything to, just to get you into it and let you build up towards some of the bigger ones.
So I'm trying to work out. I think I should be able to build my build the orc army I want for the most part in time. There's no way I'm painting it in time. So I'm looking at either borrowing orcs or doing what I can. But yes, you'll trying to work out whether we'll just stream it and have the audio go through, or I mean, it's better than no content, right?
Absolutely.
We'll see.
We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just sit here and you guys can hear me rag on him as he fails miserably. It'll be great.
Yep.
Great content. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's totally fair enough, and it's making it's opening up the scene to anybody who wants to come. Like, if you just want to come hang out with your mates, you don't care about winning anyway. You just want to talk some shit and roll some dice.
Alright, so 20 horrors
Come on down.
unloading into some plague bearers.
We don't know which plague bearers though. We don't know which horrors either.
I do. This unit of horrors.
Yep.
This unit of plague bearers.
So that's 25 men. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say yes.
Yep. Oh, you see where he's popped his blood letters, by the way?
He's got one at the top, one at the bottom, and one in reserves.
One in reserve. Like I said, he should drop 2, keep one in his pocket for when the board opens up a bit more and he gets some.
Do you feel as though he should have gone 2 down the bottom?
No, I like what he's done.
Yeah?
What will really suck is if he fails. If he fails that 8-inch rerollable 3d6 charge,
now,
that
is
will
there
suck
a
royally.
Corn Herald here somewhere?
Look for the Skull Taker model. No, he's there.
Well, he's got 2 Blood Masters in his
He's got 2. I don't know where the other one is then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I reckon he's in there somewhere.
He's in there, yeah.
I can't quite pick it, but I think there's one.
Don't put that voodoo on him. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. That's alright though. There's no favoritism here, guys.
It's funny, I was quite rusty with aura effects in the battle report that we live streamed a couple weeks ago, and there was a couple of moments where it was an epic stuff up, and Adam gave me the green light to do a little bit of a take back. So I'm like, no. I will remember this a lot better, if as a result you just delete that unit, which happened I think twice.
Nothing is going to make you learn faster than
Then losing as a result of a mistake.
getting wiped by Black Templars live on stream. Just putting it out there. You know.
Yep.
That happens.
Oh, and it was more and more pertinent, or no, I already knew it, but movement trays.
Oh, for
They're a
sure,
must.
dude. For sure.
Val's gonna be upset with me because at this stage I don't think I want to take looters
Yeah, well, I actually
or tank busters.
well, look, work your way into it. I think it depends on your meta. With the meta we have, all these demons, 30 shooter boys, more DACA, double
More
shooting.
boys,
Beautiful in this
more
meta.
boys.
If we had,
So Val asked what?
don't say buggies.
No,
No
no,
buggies.
no.
No buggies. If you say buggies, no.
So basically, my mindset is more boys, mobbing up every single turn. All right, if you're not mobbing up a unit of boys,
Yep.
because you're mobbing up looters, I think it's a mistake. The only other unit you would take is, and this is no secret. I think there's been a number of people say out there, is unit of Storm Boys. Oh, technically 2 units of Storm Boys. Previously, I had in my list a must-have Evil Sun's Black Squad, but since the fact that
No.
nerfed their strat, I took that off.
He's a bandwagon jumper, Val. Don't trust him. He's like, they got a good codex. I'm playing Orcs now, Adam. He totally started buying.
For the record,
before
I was invested
Before the
back at
codex,
Arc
yeah.
last. Well, this year definitely. Hey, bro. Pop your head in.
What's his name?
Dan Gilmore.
That's Dan Gilmore, absolutely.
He's gonna lose his shit.
Wait for it.
Audio echoes if both marks are live. Should switch to push to talk or reduce the mic input sensitivity. Thanks for the input. That's for the input, guys. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, all the guys been playing Index Orcs. They're just like, oh wow, we can just take so many of our boys away. And like, oh thank God, this poor back, my legs.
It's the wrong
Finally,
call.
I can
More
ride.
boys.
I can ride a black again.
More boys.
No, I think I don't ever see needing more than 120 boys.
I do.
I think 120 is all you need. What's happening?
He's rolling some saves.
Oh my God, is he really? Outrageous. Unheard of. He's taken away a big pile of guys there. Can you circle that pile for us?
So,
This is what the horrors, that's the dead pile from the
so
horrors.
those dead dudes are from this squad that was there. Now we've got.
So
This is bottom of turn 2.
Bottom of turn 2. And we have an hour and 20 minutes left on the clock. Look, I think that 25 man is down to about 10 guys left.
Oh, I think it might be gone.
Well, that'd be 2 units of horrors and the flamers into it. I can still see us an objective, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. They might be gone. BL
Alright.
Faults. Thank you so much for the follow, dude.
Paddle Pop. Paddle Pop has joined. It's disappointing not to see you here today, mate.
Yeah, man. Pampreen's list from the Renegade Open. He had your standard. I actually watched that last game. Really good game, guys. Go on to Iron Halo TV.
Up to your soul phase.
Yeah, go to Iron Halo TV and watch that last game between Colin Sherman and Steve Pampreen. That was a really, really, really
So
good
the
game.
Bloodletter Squad is declaring a charge against anything that's within 12 inches of.
Yeah, we should be 2 units.
Which we
A unit of
believe
30
is-
and a unit of 10.
This squad, and there's a darker green squad in the middle.
See what he gets.
Using the banner, roll to 12.
Beautiful. He's in. He's in, guys. He's in deep. He's in deep into the Plague Bearers. Deep into that moist goo. The wacky.
Alright, so once he finishes moving, he'll trail back to A's Bloodmaster. I've just got to confirm where that Bloodmaster is. So we're not sure if one dropped somewhere or even moved in advance somewhere in that bottom corner, or whether or not he's going to trail back, because there's one in here and one somewhere else.
Okay.
I just don't know.
Well, that 10-man is under the -1 threshold, so there's no issues there. He should just literally just butcher it.
Yep.
It's how many he decides to divert from that. In my mind, he still has the 7 CP. Go into the big squad first. You deal a big enough chunk into there. Double attack, kill off 10-man.
Yeah.
That'd be my go.
Lee
Nope.
has dropped all.
He's dropped all.
He's got nothing left in reserve as far as we're aware.
All on the table.
He held 1 unit of Plague Bearers and a unit of Flamers in reserves, and they have both since dropped.
Yep. What if this? Yeah, he's trailing back, so that must be his Skull Taker there.
Yeah, Bloodmaster.
Yep. So he's got the +1. Simon, he needs to get out of his. He needs to get his Godhammer gauge up there. Make sure that's a 2-inch coherency, guys. He's probably missing out on a couple of attacks. Sucker.
Which ones?
Oh no, it's just use the coherency thing to make sure it's all 2 inches all the way in.
Yeah.
Oh no, just do the D. Plug in Godhammer.
So the Plague Bearer squad, I believe, is still alive. It looks like, I think this guy here is still tapped.
Yep.
And there may or may not be this guy here and something in here. We don't know.
If that's he had 25 at the start there, so he's probably lost 18 then, 17, 18 for that unit.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So look, that's an auto pop. Lee's got 3 CP left. I would not be spending CP to save those. They will die to whatever they charge. Also, is he charging those bloodletters? The ones at the top?
They're talking through that now. It looks like he will not be charging those bloodletters in.
Oh, he's charged his bloodletters into.
No. So the Plague Bearers will no longer engage because he'd kill the models out.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he charged his
Charge the
Plague
Plague
Bearers.
Bearers into that last model.
Yep. And it's going to get intervened into by the Prince. Does he have the balls to tap the Prince?
He's just going to heroically intervene anyway if he wants.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's got enough Plague Bearers. That Prince is going to wipe them all. So, yeah, I would. And that'll stop that Prince from going and killing whatever it wants. That is the Corn Demon Prince with the Relic Axe, by the way. So it'll kill literally anything it likes. Short of a unit with more than 10 guys in it.
So it looks like something else is looking like charging in. I'm not sure if it's a Herald or if it's a Horrors. Horrors.
He's charged all the Horrors in as well.
He's charged the Horrors into the Demon Prince.
Good stuff. He doesn't need him right now. I think that's a good call.
Yep.
Should be interesting.
Ooh,
How do I do this,
Finger
Prince?
takes the lead.
Hurtful Finger, you champ. Fucking champion. Thanks, dude. Nice.
I could hear that. So it's one of the things I've got to work out if I can get that sound to go back through. The how do I stuff bits in your thong comes through the audio.
Oh, really? Does
Yeah.
it? That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Shit. I want to hear that. God damn. Yeah.
Okay, so Hurtful has taken the lead. Now we have to work out
How do we get the great
how do we get the containers to Canada.
We will totally be as good as that word, though. If you win, we will get them to you.
Yeah. Sure. We'll work it
Figure
out.
out a way.
If there's a will, there's a way.
It's worth it just to make you figure this out. Make us lie in this hole.
LBO handoff, question mark.
make us
Or
lie.
ETC.
Oh, ETC, absolutely.
ETC is definitely an option because this guy's going.
I'm going. Yep.
Alright, so we're starting with the bottom corner. The Bledders are fighting first.
So Lee actually still has two. Still has two.
2 big squads left. He has 1 big squad at the top.
Yep.
1 big squad up here. There's a small 10-man here. And there's a maybe 1 or 2 left there. So 10. That's no longer a 25. No idea what that number is.
Yeah, no idea what's left at the top there. I'm very happy he's had the balls to charge that Corn Demon Prince. With unit of 20 horrors, that DP's not going to do a significant dent on him.
Josh, that was a Picasso drawing. At best.
Val, do they have Mr. Squiggle? Did they have Mr. Squiggle in Canada when you were growing up? It's a kids show with a puppet that has a giant pencil for a nose, and he draws things. Tell us if he does, man. I need to know. I know you had Degrassi. Good old Degrassi. Mate, you missed out.
All right.
Pingu. Pingu's so good. What bullshit? Which episode? I need to see Baby Val on Degrassi. Dude, you gotta tell me now. Everybody, we're in stream with actual TV royalty, not just nerd royalty. Huh? A featured background star, outrageous. That's just it's phenomenal. Where are we at? What's going on?
Saves.
On what? From the player, from the Bloodletters? How crap would the stream be if they actually did take the same army? Ooh, kind of happy. Val's on the
Kilos.
spot out.
I
Child
think
actors.
someone gets too drunk. That seems fair.
That seems good. Just like Drake. Washed up child actors. Just like Drake. That is so
So
accurate.
7 from the what I'm thinking is a 10-man squad just dropped.
Yep.
So in theory there should be 3 left unless I'm missing something.
Yep.
And then 2 from one of the other squads.
And he's going to attack again for sure, I reckon. I think guarantees attacking again.
Very confusing to see who's actually in which unit and what's in range of buffs
Yeah.
and trees.
I think a Plague Bearer rolled under. Yeah, there it is.
Sorry?
There was a Plague Bearer rolled under the ruin. One sec, be right back.
Billy, how you doing, man?
All right. So the horrors just had a punch on with one of the Nurgle heralds, or Nurgle heralds. Could have been Plague Bearer. It's a tough call. I'm unaware if he's using like elastic bands, rubber bands, or any other form of clear clear way of determining models from units to units. I'm not sure.
Look, this is a very hard stream to call, to be honest. So yeah, it's only so much we can do. I see the Foxwalker unit. They've
Yep.
lost a good 6 or 7 guys.
Yep.
So that 30-man in the top middle, that's lost a few dudes. So he's just activated the horrors.
Yep.
Man, Bloodlet is so good.
There was just a question about whose plague bearers were whose.
Actually belongs to Zeus.
As in, no, as in from which unit.
Yeah.
Adam's still muted.
Sorry, guys.
He didn't miss much.
I drank some water. It was a good time. It's probably the best content I put out all day.
Something I haven't been doing is touching that chest clock.
Oh, really?
Not for
I
a
haven't
while.
noticed them. Yeah.
Not for a while.
So at the moment, we are attacking with horrors against what looks to be the last of the Plague Bearers at the top and that Demon Prince. So they're not going to do much. They'll be lucky to take a wound off the
So
DP.
this little section up here
Looks like we've lost probably a couple of Plague Bearers to the Demon Prince. Looks like 2. 3.
All right, now his Plague Bearers are swinging back.
So Mansky's just swinging back. No, it'll be Lee's swinging back. So Eric just went 100 out of 100, man.
Solid, solid,
Wow.
solid.
That yeah.
Nids.
Needs to be custodes. 15. He had 15. He had 15.
He took on the hurricane and weathered the storm.
Boo. Boo. Accurate. Boo. Well, here's Eric's. Yeah. We got a good friend of ours who's also on the Australian ETC team playing in Queensland at the moment, who just went 100 from 100 on battle points.
Yeah. So that's are they playing ETC missions?
Nah.
No, it's just a score out of 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's still pretty amazing though. Nids, crazy good. Seems like Australia metas Nids and Demons. And Knights have fallen well off.
There are a number of Knight players here. The problem is they're just not. They just can't deal with that many dudes.
Well, I just think it's just how effective Lesser Demons are at putting them down. Like 30 Bloodletters or 30 Zangors, just demolish a Knight. Demolish it. Yeah, it's so good. And of course, yeah, with the Nids, you've got Smites to deal with them, you've got double shooting Hive Guard to deal with them, you've got lots of options. And now Orcs as well. Orcs are going to keep Knights down too.
Where are the Grey Knights when you need them? Well, I've heard rumours.
Well, Chapter approved. They've already said that there's significant drops across the board.
Well, I have a Grey Knight army ready to drop.
What, ready to sell? Or are you going to start playing it?
Well, no, I'm playing Orcs, so...
Hock that baby. Hock it like it's hot. Back to Matt Ward, the glory days.
What's 1,000 Suns converted?
Oh, it is too. Yeah, tell me about that, yeah.
All right.
Look, I actually like Grey Knights as well. I think they're pretty cool.
So we've got, currently, we've got Plague Bearers down here.
They're attacking into the
Bloodletters here.
Yep. How many did you lose? Looks like he's picked up 2. There's 3, 4. He's picked up 5, 6. Yeah, he lost 6 to the Plague Bearers. Yeah, look, Cultists have dropped off in this meta as well, significantly. Well, Cultists have dropped off in favour of Plague Bearers.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the Alpha Legion FAQ change. Yeah, they dropped off hugely.
Yep. The only reason I think you see, Cultists is.
So take care, man. No worries, dude.
The only reason I think you see Cultists now is mandatory troop choice for something.
Yeah, 10-man troops, or unless you're taking the Abaddon Black Legion list of aids list of aids, which is technically the CSM equivalent of this Plague Bearer list, pretty much.
Ish.
Well, it's the same premise. Carpeted dudes that are really hard to take care of, that don't die, they won't break to morale, and just get in the way. Mind you, I think the Cultists do more damage, though. You can lay a lot more offensive buffs on Cultists, but less defensive buffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only defensive buffs you can give the Cultists is Feel No Pain from the Slash power, whereas you can give them Prescience, Warp Time them, Veterans of the Long War. Uh-oh, what's going on? We've got some stuff going down. He's been called in. Right, we have an hour and 5 minutes left, and this is the bottom of turn 2. So this game is going pretty slow, but look, I actually think it's not too bad considering the sheer model density on this board. We're getting some guys picked up. Yeah, I'm interested to see if Mansky goes and attacks again. I absolutely would. I think he, if he at any point can take Plague Bearers off the board, he should. Yeah, Master Strider, that's pretty much the list we're saying. That it's kind of dropped off in the meta as of recently, mostly because the FAQ changes to Alpha Legion. looks like we are into the start of turn 3. Just counting up some points. No, I don't think they're playing the clock properly, guys. I haven't seen either of them reach over and touch it. I think they've forgotten about it entirely, which is bad, pretty bad. Yeah, I think the clock's out of the game, which is actually really bad, unfortunately. Because I wish with a game of this caliber at this level in a Masters event, with this many models, you should be held accountable for your choice to bring this army. Absolutely. The time in the game at the moment, they've got 1 hour and 3 minutes left in the round, and this is the start. This is the top of turn 3. Yeah, Mr. Luffer, left in the game, 1 hour and 3 minutes. Get an update from Mr. Diff.
So at the end of that turn, they both got kill 1, hold 1.
Yep.
And Lee used 2 CP to auto pass morale.
Yep.
And yeah,
So the scores are accurate, 6 apiece.
I believe so.
And Hayden is out of command points.
Hayden's out of command points, Lee's on 1. And secondaries, I'm not 100% certain they're accurate, but I didn't want to push that point. I'll update it.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking Reaper and Mark for Death, so like the unit's either dead or not at the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think there's, with those ones, some people are a little
It's
less.
not too bad.
Yeah, whereas when you start talking about recon and things like that, where it really matters round by round.
Did you get any idea of the state of the chess clock, or they just ignored
Even,
it?
pretty even.
So there's actually been chess clocking?
Well, it's currently on Lee with 33 minutes.
Yep.
And Mansi had like 26 or 28 minutes.
Okay,
There's an hour left of the round,
Yep.
so
That's actually
now
pretty
whether or
accurate.
not they've actually been doing it correctly, I don't know. But the interesting thing is that the chess clock makes quite a loud click when they switch it. So I mean, I can usually hear it.
Yep.
Especially when Mansky does it, because boom. Like, stop the clock!
So he can't. That Khorne Demon Prince can't charge. He was in combat with the Horrors last turn, so he's not going anywhere. He can't charge him at all because he fell back. Yeah, look, guys. Like, as we just said, they're still using the clock effectively, so we're just going to leave them be. I'm not sure who's got the upper hand here now.
Look, they've got a chess clock right in front of them. They know exactly how much time they've got. As I left, I told them they have an hour left.
Yep.
Which they know is half an hour each.
Yep.
So
I'm of the opinion now that the longer this game goes, the better it's going to look for Hayden. Just because he still has a unit of bloodletters in his pocket, and he has a unit of blood that's untouched at the back of the board, which is going to go and eat whatever it wants.
Yep.
That unit at the bottom of the board, that might get reduced to a minimal amount by the end of this turn, but he could just drop, re-rack and go again with another unit next turn.
It was also confirmed that these guys were 24 inches away from anything of worth or
Yeah,
not.
after the shooting was done, yeah. So that's the unit he killed, was that top unit 25 is gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nurgle units can fall back and charge if they're in range of the tree. And Slanesh have that ability as well.
Hayden has used all his reinforcement points. He used that on a unit of 20 bloodletters on turn 1, which did a good amount of damage.
Yep, and a unit of horror.
And a unit of 6 flamers, which he still has in the board.
Yeah.
Where's the tree? Can you circle the tree for us?
Trees pretty much smack bang mania.
Right there. So he's just got a tree off one of the Citadel forests and just nurgled it up. Which is actually a slight disadvantage because the actual plague tree is a lot bigger than that one. So, I mean, I'm sure it's on the right base, but blocking line of sight, being a nuisance, getting in the way.
Being the incorrect model.
Yeah. What'd you say? Said bullshit.
I don't know.
Why bullshit, Val? Explain yourself.
All right, it's a pretty tight game. I think the reality is they're going to get one more turn each. Which going second is going to be massive.
Yeah, it's a fake Narmor.
Fake, no
Hasn't
more.
used the real one.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a super big fan of the model. I don't mind it. He's also just being dramatic. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, look, I'm very happy that this edition troops are really powerful. One thing I hated about the last two editions is
Might be
armies.
sounds like he's measuring some ranges.
Oh, has he got another unit of flame? He's got 2 units of flamers. So he might have the other unit of flamers still to drop. I thought he dropped all of them at the top, but I might have been wrong.
Dropped 1 unit at the top, I looks of it.
Yeah, I thought he might have dropped 2. Never mind. So yeah, like I'm really happy that armies look like armies again in this edition, and it's not just 5 Riptides, a Storm Surge, and some suits.
Yep.
Or I mean, because there was only 2 armies in 7th edition that looked like armies, and that was War Convo and Battle Company. Everything else looked like this weird ass mismatch of just monsters. No one took vehicles. That was it.
Which edition?
6th, last edition, 7th.
Oh, it was Death Stars.
Yes, just Death Stars. Your Bark Star, your Centurion Star, Screamer Star,
Screamer Star, Cabal Star.
Cabal Star. Yeah, no one had troops. Troops just weren't a thing. You didn't see them. But now, troops are one of, troops are the most powerful thing in the Demon Book. Katachan, Guardsmen are one of the most powerful things in the Guard Book. Guardians are one of the most powerful things.
I have one event which I ran a Slanesh Herald Star, which went pretty well.
With the Fiends?
No, with a big unit of Seekers and Invis.
Oh, yep, nice. Yeah, I'd see. Yeah, exactly. Wind Riders were one of the only troops choices. And that's because only fucking Eldar could get away with taking a troops choice last edition. And they were broke as a joke, man.
But historically, troops have not really taken up the majority of armies.
No.
I mean, people take them as their mandatory stuff, and then they usually were like elites, fast attack, heavy squad.
Oh, well, 5th edition was when it started to shift. 4th edition was absolutely troops.
Hey, my 5th edition was Super Troops, Death Star.
Paladins?
Paladins.
You piece of
Drago.
shit. You piece of shit.
It was awesome.
At least I was playing a leaf blower. At least I had troops inside my chimeras.
And you're calling me a piece of shit.
I played like 3 games of 5th edition, by the way. Ever.
Alright, so basically we're just waiting for those flamers to drop, which must mean that the rest of his stuff's already moved.
Yep. Oh, so he's putting them at the top of the board?
So they confirmed that there was a locked model there somewhere.
Oh, those Plague Bearers? Yeah, I can see it in there.
the Bloodletters managed to lock Plague Bearers.
Good stuff. That's actually really big. Because that's protecting all this unit of
and
horrors.
I believe the only reason those flamers dropping at the top and not down the bottom was because one cheer for Paladins and Drago, just the one.
Just the one.
Rest
That's all I
in peace.
deserve.
Jeez, yeah, we're like
Fuck 'em.
Paladins. Oh come on.
Nah, fuck 'em. I'd love it. I'd be very happy if Paladins were good now. But back then, fuck 'em.
But like,
There was no fun in playing a guy who was running 6 models and you couldn't kill any of them. It was just AIDS.
it was fun for the Grey Knight player.
Piss off.
I hear Drago is going down in points. Then again, I hear all other Grey Knights are going down in.
Yeah. Look, the whole army should go down by about
It should go down in points.
like 15%.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
There's a reason, like, if you don't see a faction pretty much used even as an ally or a small detachment, I feel as though the faction's crap.
Yep. I think that's
I mean,
legit.
that's just pretty much straight up.
Yep.
If it was any good, people would take it. If there was, yeah.
See, I like looking at things like the LVO, things with massive player base. So it's attracting kind of all sorts of players to that event.
Yep.
It's so big that it gets like a bit of every pie of the community. What? What's happening?
I'm sorry, I was just. You keep talking, I'm trying to confirm, I guess.
Yeah, so it gets a massive sway of the community. Then I want to see the percentages of who rocks up with what. That'll be a good indication of what's good and what's not. I agree. Only the units, like a strike unit, should have a 1 damage smite. And they should still get D3 if it's over a 10. 100%.
Characters should look. Basically, why do Grey Knights
Should
not
smites.
get 1,000 stun smites?
1,000 stun smites. Why?
Like,
Why?
Tell me that.
I agree. I mean, you could almost keep them the same points and give them all those smites. Maybe 5% drop and give them T-Sun smites. Because then all of a sudden, you'd have 3 units of 30 Valhallan conscripts and 5 Grandmasters in a bubble, and we'd have the reverse of the Plague Bearers and T-Suns now.
Yeah.
No, both. 20% drop and full smites across the board. You're a savage Taskmaster, Val.
Alright, I'll confirm what these saves are for in just a moment. $13 dead somethings.
Yeah,
Pink
horrors.
horrors.
Yeah. That'll be Flamers.
Yep. So shooting from here.
Yep.
We're losing Flamers. He is obviously moving from the back to push that wall as far as he can.
He's taking some from the front as well.
I think he has to.
Yeah, same.
Choice.
What I'd be wanting to do... Yeah, it's interesting where you take him from there. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it matters though. He lost so many. He's going to take him everywhere.
I agree with that, Val.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I think absolutely right with the Custodes. Master Strider made a good point as well. Yeah, they course-corrected the fail hack job they did at the GK Codex when they made the T-Suns one. But mind you, the T-Suns one was garbage upon release. It was only the FAQ that gave him full smites that made him crazy good.
Yep.
Grey Knights were good last edition. Did they get a codex after... Yeah, they got a non-Mat Ward codex. That was good for 7th Ed. Didn't they? They weren't playing with that 5th Ed codex all the way through 6th and 7th. Bullshit. Yeah, they got their own codex. They got a non-Mat Ward codex. Which was... It was alright. People were making Death Stars out of it at times. The per gauge... No, per gauge wasn't what it... What was it?
Storm Ravens? Basically,
Yeah,
Storm
Ravens and Drago to add to your Death Star.
Yeah.
Because Drago was the best Eternal Warrior tank you could get for the points. Yeah, great. Custodes are pretty much the new hotness. But even then, like, you're not seeing a prolific amount of Custodes out there. I am very happy, though, that you can play Custodes at a top level, though. Don't give them that much credit, nah. It was literally just Drago and maybe an extra Grey Master. Although I did see Voldus quite a bit when he came out.
Yeah.
Because he was a level 3 Psyker and packed the Demon Hammer.
You know what I'll do for you?
What?
I'll do this for you, Val, too, by the sounds of it. You've got a soft spot for Grey Knights by the sounds of it. The painting competition at Vic Masters has a diorama or open category. For next year, because I can't do it for today, or for yesterday, I will do a diorama, which will be it'll be Drago, and there'll be a bloodletter. That the head will be on the table, and there'll be a whole bunch of red dust, and he'll be snorting it.
Don't ascribe to conspiracy that which can be explained by incompetence. It's a very good saying. Yeah, it's a very good saying.
Drago sniffing warp dust.
Drago's just doing warp lines. Yeah, Voldus is actually pretty good. The other problem with Grey Knights is their stratagems cost way too much and don't do anywhere near enough. I mean, what have they got? The one that makes the sideboard animation better, and Heed the Prognosticars. That's about it. It's the only things I know about that book.
It's a little hard to see exactly what's happening here, but there's still a couple of Plague Bearers, I believe, from the original squad of Haydens. Not sure just how many, but there's looks like this guy, this guy, this guy.
Yep, white bases.
Yep. And so he's now Lee's charging, I think, a fairly fresh 30-man Plague Bearer squad into there. So those Plague Bearers are dead.
Yeah,
I mean, we talked about Whipplebats, but I mean, there's only a handful there. And he's done a reasonably good job of still zoning. Because we have 1 unit of Bloodletter still to drop.
Yep. And the board's a lot more open for it to drop this turn. Also, those Bloodletters haven't used their Banner of Blood. They're outside of range. They can move their 6 inches and still charge their 3d6. So they're going to be in easy gettable range to get that unit of 30 Plague Bearers at the top. Only problem is, he's probably going to lose them in return to those Flamers. But he can declare the charge. If he just gets to 12 of them with the Banner of Blood, he can just easily declare charge on them. Oh, but they got 12 each Overwatch, don't they? Flamer's 12-inch range guns. Okay, so we can't declare the charge on them. Let's just get in range of one of them. Yeah,
Yep.
let's take one Overwatch shot.
Yep.
And then see if he rolls that 12. On
That
the
should
banner
be
of
easy
blood.
enough.
That should be easy enough.
3.
3.
Top of turn
Top of
3
turn
for
three.
those playing at home.
Yeah. With 1 hour and 48 minutes on the board. Yeah, they are. Yeah, so he should just be put himself in range of 1, maybe even 1 of each squad of Flamers, and then takes it Overwatch, gets in there. Ha! Good night, Val. Thanks for joining us, dude. Val's checking out. Say good night, sweet prince.
See you, Val.
Mwah. See you later, baby.
A full report on at the desk Monday
Yeah.
morning. Probably not.
Hey, I'll give you a rundown. Me and Val have chats. Let's give us one more bit. Just for that, Val. I'll hold up your shirt one more time.
The stinky
It
shirt.
stinks like shit shirt. No, wrong way around.
What are you doing? Come on.
Fucking.
This is quality work right here.
I'll swear like this. Like some kind of tarp or toga.
Wash the fucking jersey.
Never washing it, Val.
It stinks. It
Fucking
stinks.
reeks, man. Do you know why it reeks? Because
Victory?
Val was getting his shit pushed in at ETC while wearing this, so it was just sweating bullets. We should get Val to play for Australia one time, and I'll play for Canada. I'll take a spot.
There's one plague bearer left alive in there.
What from? Oh God,
This guy.
he needs to pop. That guy needs to pop to morale.
This guy there.
Use a fucking CP. That guy's got to go.
Why?
So you can shoot the horrors into him.
Eh.
The horrors and the flamers. What else are they going to shoot? Lol and Val having a spot on this year's. No, Val. Love you, buddy.
Peace. So 17 attacks coming from plague bearers into the bloodletters down the bottom.
So hit on 4s, winding on 3s, re-rolling. I was re-rolling 1s. Plague knives, so plague swords, is that re-rolling wound or just re-rolling 1s? So he just full re-rolls to wound. So he should lose most of that bloodletter unit. Slowly being corrupted. Do you know how many STIs I've had, son? 0. Yeah.
There's a little bit of a debate about coherency for some models here. I'm not going to get involved in it, but I'm a little confused.
Okay.
I believe this model here is part of that squad.
Okay.
All right, which in itself isn't an issue. Did he pile in there anywhere there though?
Okay, yeah.
Did, then
You
it
can't
would
pile
be
in
an issue.
as long as those aren't
Yeah.
currency.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just a rule, though. How many plague bearers aside on Lee's side?
All right, so I'm going to say there's one
50.
big squad.
We're going to say 55.
That goes something like that, and they're probably 25 there. And then there's this squad.
And that squad's about maybe 2/3 strength, so maybe 20 left there.
Yeah, so there's less than 50. And then there's 2 untouched squads of flamers up there.
Mad drop bear, baby. I'm blessed by Sinesh. Do you mean nipples I've got?
Hey, Paddle Pup, are you going to try and spear Mad Drop there?
It's more than 2.
The question from Mr. Dan Martin was, did you drop because you shit?
Might have to want to address that flak being thrown your way.
The shade's been thrown. The shade's been thrown. Oh. Bloodletter ran away? That happened real quick there. I think he took some morale.
Yep.
Some dudes died. One was left out of combat, and so he just advanced the hell out of there.
Nice. Good call. Keep the kill alive. Get your ass out of there. It could be the thing that decides to kill more in this phase, this turn.
So they're just confirming what the charge will be to that
He's
demon.
charged his. See, the thing is, he's charged his flamers into that one plague bearer to stop them from being shot. All that does, what actually does, is stop the bloodletters from being overwatched when they charge in, which is now.
Yep.
Which is could be horrific.
Yep.
Because you could get both units in. Yeah, they both got banners of blood. He's going to... Oh, even then, they're not going to be overwatched because he's going to be outside of line stop blocking terrain. It was irrelevant. They couldn't have overwatched anyway. Dean.
What?
Fuck Dean.
Dean's just come in with a full...
He just points to me and says, do you know what Psyche Power is better than 4 Warn? 5 Warn. Ugh.
That's horrible.
How many drinks have you had? How many drinks have you had? It's either too much or not enough.
It's horrible. Our TO, the TO for this event, is intoxicated, off his head drunk, on 2 drinks.
Why 2 hours? Whatever. Don't want to know.
Alright.
Yeah, I think he's just put his score in though for this turn, so he's got the top of the turn. Yeah. Yeah.
So Lee's currently up by 4. So far, Lee has got recon each turn, 3 points.
Yep.
He's got 2 points from the Reaper, which I would not be surprised if that's actually 3 points. Like, I don't know how accurate they've been trying to keep track of that as they go, which is fair because you can just count it at the end. But it is important to know as you go because you're trying to keep track of how things are. And Mark for Death, it looks like he hasn't got any of those yet. I think those were Horrors and Bloodletters. I don't know which squads, but I believe that was the case. Mansky's got 2 points for Reaper so far, which I think has to be 3. I mean, he's got to at least gotten rid of 60 models.
Minimum, yeah.
Well, because he's killed 2 squads of Plague Bearers.
That's 120.
Yeah. He's killed 60 Plague Bearers minimum.
Yeah.
So that's at least 3.
Yep.
And Mark for Death, I don't know which units he chose.
Must have been Plague Bearers.
Probably. Now, there might be a single remaining Plague Bearer like running around, just like Mancy's got a single remaining Bloodletter here,
yep.
Which he's just trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Where do you think Mancy puts down the next unit of
I think he's
Bloodletters?
already decided. See whether he's got those dice. He's measuring from the Demon Prince down.
Oh.
He's putting them there. He's going to try and eat all those Flamers, all those Plague Bearers this turn. If he does, this is... If it goes another turn after this, it'll be a bit GG.
He's got to go a bit further back.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a confusion about what they were trying to work out there. There was a discussion of just how far they were from the Demon Prince.
He's got the space to place them.
He does, but Mansky just basically forgot about those Plague Bearers or didn't see them or what.
I was only measuring from the DP. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's alright. He's got the space to place them. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he just shuffles around his sides a bit more. Makes a bit more space. No issues.
He's got 2 Flux Masters in there.
Yep.
There's a couple of Smites right there.
Yep. Try and smite out that DP up there.
Nurgle Heralds. They're Psychers.
Yep. Absolutely they
A
are.
couple more Smites.
There's one Nurgle Hero that isn't a Psycho, I don't think.
Is that the dude riding the slug?
No. Horticulus Slimex. I love that model, by the way. It's good.
I hate it.
Why? Why do you like it?
Actually, there's a couple of the Nurgle models I really dislike. I really dislike, because I feel as though they've gone comically,
Comically cartoony, yeah.
and I don't like that.
See, I don't feel like that snail is. I don't feel like that snail's very cartoony, though. The pox bringer is a psycho. So the sloppy bar piper is not.
That's a
psycho?
fair point. Simon, you shouldn't count Reaper at the end, because
Yeah,
you get models back with demons. So, for example, and Simon points out, Lee got 4 Plague Bearers back turn 1. So that is of note.
Yeah. So.
Bloodletters come down the bottom.
Oh, it looks like he's changed his tact. I think that's a mistake.
That's where I would have put him.
I don't know.
I feel as though he can just clear that bottom section.
I thought he was going to clear it with flamers and horrors anyway. Yeah, he's got a unit of flamers and those horrors.
It's a small unit of flamers.
It's 6 still. Should still have 6
Oh,
in
I
there.
think it's the movement. I think he wants to try and get to this objective.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Like,
He's only got 1 more turn in the game after this one.
well, if he can clear this squad here, if he can clear that squad there, there's nothing stopping those bloodletters then getting into these characters
Yeah.
and getting this objective.
Oh, look, if he gets, if honestly, if Hayden makes it that far, the game's over. Yeah, if he gets that
Would you
far
look
into
at
his
this
lines,
and
the game
go,
will be
you
over.
know what, time left, there's no way I'm going to be able to get through all those models. I'm not going to be able to have my shooting, psychic, assault, etc., and then get a whole nother turn in. Like, it's just not going to happen.
No, it's just not going to happen.
I'm not 100% certain how much time is left on the clock.
From my point of view,
There's 37 minutes left on the clock. They are chess clocking, so I'm not 100% certain how much time each player has. I can only assume Mansky has more time based on the fact Lee went first.
Yeah.
But
and Mansky, I've noticed, has got a bit of a frantic edge to his movements. And right now he's doing the pink horrors, the ones that are the furthest on the left from you guys. We're shooting up at the Demon Prince. He's saying that not all of them can see.
I think he's saying obscured.
Well, he's going to cover.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't have a 3+ save on it. Does a Chaos Demon Prince have a 3+ armor save? Didn't last edition.
They do. You had to buy it last edition.
Then I would roll these dice. If the clock is a matter. If the clock is a big deal, I would roll the dice if I was him. Mind you, he didn't do a psychic phase, which would have been more significant than this shooting, I think.
All right. So, horrors.
JB Painting just rejoined. Hello, Jared. How you doing, brother?
So, I believe this is horrors.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if it's one unit.
Well, surely it is, because there's other horrors that are going to be shooting at these Plague Bearers.
Yeah, probably.
I almost wouldn't have bothered rolling these dice. I would have foregone this shooting phase to save a bit of a time for maybe for next turn. Surprised he didn't do a psychic phase, though.
He may have.
Surely, yeah.
May have been quick. Oh, it stinks.
Reeks. Time left in the round, guys. It is 35 minutes left, and this is the bottom of turn 3. So, in all likelihood, they got 1 more turn. Ooh. Wasn't happy with the stank. Did he even do any wounds? Yes, he looks like he did a few wounds. So this is the bottom of turn 3, Jared.
David Marner, an absolute gentleman of a man, just saw the distress on my face when I was having to spray to just, can't really see, just to there, that door there, is the toilets. And it absolutely freaking reeks.
Oh, it is.
And Mr. Marner's like, you know what? I'm going to hold it.
Nice. Thanks, Dave. You champ.
He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Absolute gentleman. Disco Boy, no problems, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us this long. Disco Boy coming in
Disco
strong.
Boy. Oh, thank you, because we can't have that winning, because I have no idea how we ship these
Ship these
containers
containers
to
Yeah.
Canada.
No idea how we're gonna do
Canada.
that. Would have been crazy town. Thanks, Disco Boy. Appreciate it. Saving this fucking massive headache.
All right. So is this rolling the wounds now? Like, what do I
Nah,
miss?
he's missed. I think he did 2 wins to the DP, maybe 1 or 2.
So you're thinking what was the point?
I'm thinking, what was the point? I think you should have saved the time. Save it on the clock, shooting later if you need to. Now he's probably shooting those the orangey horrors at the bottom right plague bearers.
We're talking this squad to that squad.
Yep. Oh, Jared, blow him anyway. Drop him anyway, man. Whatever. Now, do you have any wins?
And clock. Clock.
Hit the clock. Hit the clock.
Charges. Declaring charge against Poxbringer. I think he said Poxbringer and Flamers. Alright.
The doors opened at 9 o'clock today for Blood Bowl to get started.
Yep.
He made the charge, rocked it.
Looks like it.
Does not have the CP to fight twice. He is bone dry.
0 CP, whereas Lee has 1 remaining CP.
Now, he hasn't connected a lot of guys against the... Yeah, there we go. He's putting him back there, so they'll get to fall into the Flamers. He wants to get those 2 damage attacks on those Flamers guys. Are there 2 wounds on Flamers?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's trailing those bloodletters back a bit. I think he's trailing them further back than he needs to.
Yeah, I agree. He's going back further than he needs to. He needs every attack he can get at this stage.
Like, so what we're seeing is these guys. Now, I'm pretty sure the range of this guy is like 6 inches.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why he didn't just go there. Unless he's
the other
hoping
unit.
to use it to still wrap. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain.
Looks like he's made on the other one as well.
Yep. So this pretty much, in my opinion, with look, I don't know what the chess clock says, but I'm confident that this is Manson's last turn. He's not getting another turn.
Yeah, I'd be
No
of
chance.
the opinion. And look, yeah, it's in Abby's interest this doesn't go another turn. I'm not sure if that changes anything in his mind.
I'm gonna check the chess clock.
Yeah, check it for us. Yeah, look, Hayden really needs to get hold more and kill more. So yeah, Josh is just going to go check the chess clock and give us an update. But look, in reality, from this board state, I think if this game were at 6 turns, there's not much Lee can do to win it from this point, depending on how well these combats go. But look, it's going to stop in 30 minutes' time. The game is going to end. It's going to be hard dice down, as it has been for every other game so far. No privilege to the top tables. They get treated exactly the same as everybody else.
16 minutes to lead, 13 to Mansky.
So 16 minutes to lead, 13 left on Mansky's. So looks like Mansky has taken a little bit more of the time. And he's still on the clock for this one. So it is, yeah, look, this will be the end of the game. If they're using ITC rules, neither of them can start a turn when they're under 10 minutes. So Lee will have his turn, and the game will probably end. But we're not playing that? Can't start a battle round. Yeah, exactly. And then they'll rewind back to the start of Lee's turn for the scores.
Well, they can miss by their turn because Mansky will go on at once out of 13 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting finish, guys. So from my point of view, you shouldn't be bothering piling in. Fuck it. You shouldn't have activated. Why do you activate the horrors first? Should be activating the ice to make sure they get their attacks in, because you'll just pull them out of combat, where it's not much you can do to pull the bloodletters out from their positioning. Get into a bit of a breakneck pace at the end here. He's got 2 wounds. Looks like he's killed 1 with the horrors. All right. Looks like he's racking up for the bloodletters now.
Half an hour left in the round.
This is getting pretty close, guys. I'm enjoying this, and he's re-rolling ones because of the.
Make an announcement that I'll not play.
He's taking out the twos.
You're all
A.
The remaining voucher for Jeremy.
I didn't say I'd give it to him.
Well,
I said I'll have it.
How many is he going to be putting down here? He's going to be critical, guys.
Gave it to me. My property now.
No. It's 75. Turn it over.
I'll add it to the price.
All right. What have I missed?
Was your bloodletters into plague bearers?
We will probably Facebook live stream the awards.
6, 7, 8. Looks like he's only killed 6 with the bloodletters. Bit disappointing. Looks like a 7 actually.
No, 6.
That's actually really disappointing. Yep, he's gonna block one. Mansky shouldn't have telegraphed your blocking before he'd finished pulling up models. Mansky fucked that up
Why?
because he started moving to pile in to block a model
Yep.
before he picked up all his dead guys.
Yep.
He might have left it there if you didn't look like you were going to block it in. If you didn't start doing your piling and consolidates.
You don't think you can still block?
I think it's still blocked, but that was the easiest one, and that was the one that's going to get him closest to his end goal, which was that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Look, I thought it was very dubious. I was hopeful. Was very hopeful.
Oh,
Yeah, this is going to get past turn 3, guys.
I didn't think it was going to get to turn 4.
Yeah. I think he 100% wants to block paddle pop,
Always.
so we can kill him in Abby's turn.
Or just not let him fall back and charge.
Yeah.
Where? It's a Demon Prince. The Tio's just looking at the stream, going, is there a Hive Tyrant on the table?
He thinks that Corn Demon Prince.
A Corn Demon Prince, top left-hand corner. I'm assuming Dean is talking about that one.
Yeah.
We'll see if there was a bit of a lag. Yeah.
Yeah, but staying in there lets him get his next Reaper point, and also gets a kill and a hold.
That's round 4. You're rewatching round 4 rather than watching the live round 5. Yeah, there actually was a Hive Tyrant.
He's tripping balls.
So isn't Dave even watching the current stream?
Bitch, be tripping. It's tripping, guys.
So Dave's doing he's a super trooper. He's got like 1 million gig of downloads. So he's watching. He's just got his phone on.
Live watching us.
Live watching us, but he's somehow clicked on round 4 instead of round 5.
Welcome to the Scrub game. Considering the lists, I'm in no way surprised. This is a short finish. They've got 24 minutes left, guys. And looks like... Yeah, I don't know who's... This should be on Abby's clock, by the way.
I'm not sure.
Hope he's hit it.
But while we're waiting, Down Under Network is proud to partner with OTP Terrain, who are licensed 3D printers of 6mm to 28mm wargaming and tabletop gaming terrain. They do cranes, crates, and towers, scatter terrain. They do ruins and epically massive cathedrals. That is actually fucking massive.
Huge and glorious.
They also do outpost-style terrain. They have modular style terrain that interlock with both outposts, walkways, and stairs.
Walkways are
And this
sick.
shows you a good example of the sheer scale of Titanicus versus the 40k Knight. Black Friday to Cyber Monday sale, 15% off. BFCM is the discount code. Go to otpterrain.com.
Do it. Do it now.
Boom. I wonder if I'm getting better as I'm going.
Huh?
Disco Boy is currently on 169
169.
bits.
Oh no. Dude, jump on now. Grab some crates.
So, Disco Boy, just give me the heads up. You're one of the players has seen the shipping containers, which is going to, or containers, a set is going to the top cheerer for this weekend, and currently Disco Boy is in the lead. I shouldn't have said how many points. We did say we weren't going to say how many cheers. I did.
No,
And,
Hamilton looked.
no, he said, I said. Yeah.
Whatever.
And yes, Disco Boy was a top cheerer at the end of day one and scored himself a $30 gift voucher to OTP Terrain.
For the cost of like.
100 bits. Yeah. And it wasn't even 100 bits. It was like 60 bits.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But what are we up to? What are they doing?
7 somethings on Plague Bearers. And clock. Adam's muted.
So guys, totally muted.
He was just talking rubbish.
I was talking rubbish. I did this anyway. Coming in for a strong
So
finish.
it's just trying to really keep up with how it's all going at the moment, guys. Twice we're now villains.
Sorry guys.
Yeah.
Sorry man. Crazy.
So leadership check on the Flamers.
Looks like he's got some. Oh, it shows the bits up top. They can see, man.
They can see.
They can see.
Okay. All right. Then I don't feel so bad.
What's some Plague Bearers? We are down to 21 minutes left going into the top of turn 4. How many did you lose from that bottom squad?
It's a very good question.
I thought he lost about 7 or 8.
13 remaining.
Yep. Oh, they haven't attacked yet.
Yeah, so they're moving it. Some of it's at quick pace and trying to keep up with what they're doing. And it's quite often just pointing and rolling. And because they've got similar units, I think this is an agreement they know what they're doing.
Yep.
So for me, it's just making sure that trying to give you guys the right feedback.
Nice. Wow, he lost quite a few bloodletters there. Lost 5.
So 5 guys died.
Yep.
Why didn't they go fast the last 2 hours though? That's I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
Poor time management.
Yeah, poor time management. They should have known that this game was very unlikely to get a natural
No,
conclusion.
here's the thing. I think players in this situation, on the most part, no, 3 or 4 turns max. Okay. Now the way the chess clock works, assuming they're playing
He
it.
just lost 4 bloodletters to morale. Must have rolled a 6. That's bad. I'm still of the opinion that
All right,
if
so you lost 7 from that unit. All right, there's a bit of a debate over how many models and stuff.
Dean got drunk, keep going, put a tea bag on there, so I've left it there. And now...
A little bit of confusion over how many died that turn from that unit, etc., etc.
From that Plague Bearer unit?
Yeah.
I was of the opinion they lost like 8 or 9.
He said 7.
Yep. Who said 7?
All right. So they're going into turn 4. with 18 minutes remaining.
They shouldn't be going in turn 4.
I don't think they're allowed to from an ITC chess clock perspective, but it does not. They're actually they're on the money.
Lay off the billies, Adam. Man, I haven't had a billy since I was a young lad.
Have a Billy. Billies are sick.
And
not.
Totally Not Panics just took the lead on 200 bits. He wants to go home with some
It
crates.
just comes over
Not
and goes
that,
easy.
not that we can send him home with the crates, unfortunately, because these are Hayden Mansky's. But we will
But
get some to him.
they'll get to him. It's yours. Yeah, I don't know where you left it, but it was sitting up there.
I left it on my case, obviously.
Nice.
Lol, Josh. Nobody understands that but you and me.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
I don't know. The billies.
Oh, the Billies are sick. All right. I'm trying to work out if I can tell this story in a PG version. I can't.
There's no way they're getting through an entire turn with 17 minutes left on the board at the rate they're going. Maybe we save them the pain and just tell them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know if
good
we're
boys.
allowed to, are we?
No, we're not. We're not allowed to actually. Dean can though.
Starting turn 4.
What do you want me to do? Tell them they can't.
Well, the question is, are they allowed to?
ITC chess clock rules. They've got the chess clock. What's the chess clock say?
Well, 17 minutes.
And they're about to start.
They're about to start a turn 4.
You know how that works, right? You know how the ITC chess clock rules work? If both players have less than 10 minutes, the game is over. On their side, if both players
They can't start another turn unless one player has more than 10 minutes remaining.
correct, unless one player. So if one has
If
7,
one has 7, and one has 10, then they're fine. But I don't think they do.
then, yeah, very unlikely.
Well, it would be inconceivable with 16 minutes left on the clock.
Affect the scores? No.
Not as of yet. I think Mansky's just putting the scores in his now.
They're going to draw. I'm calling it.
Look, did he kill anything in his turn? I don't think Mansky didn't kill anything in his turn, guys. He didn't
They're
get a kill.
talking it through.
I know, I was just thinking that. Because that was basically what I was thinking if I had to play game. Avoid the fly, go for everything else.
Yeah, look, and Mansky didn't play his first turn.
Well, he did.
Oh, actually, no, he did. Yeah. No, so no one threw away any turns in this game. That was last game.
Yeah.
So they had like 8 and 9 minutes. And when that round started, one of them would have had 10 minutes.
They're cool. It's their game.
There you go. Okay.
So I said to him, look, if you guys want to play it out, well, play it out.
Yep.
But you're not getting any extra time. So.
Yep.
Nice.
Why did you guys start enforcing that ruling for ITC now when Jezza ruled differently at Menza, giving Rory 2 extra turns? You bums.
Hmm?
Well,
was
for
that
starters,
enough?
we're not Simon.
Yeah. We're not Jeremy. You mean Jeremy?
We're not Jeremy.
We're not Jeremy.
He wanted all the top games to go the distance.
Jared raised a very good point. Jeremy and Dean are completely different people.
Why didn't anyone tell me? Jeremy made the call that all the top table games had to finish. So
Yeah.
Jared was there an hour late in my game with Rory as well.
Yeah.
So Jeremy was of the opinion he wanted to get as many games done to a natural conclusion as possible. Dean's taken a stance. This is Masters. This is top level play. Dice down, hard dice down, across the board. Everybody, no exceptions, which I respect.
I don't fully understand the idea behind the 10-minute restriction. Like, if you play out to the top.
I'll tell you why. Because because when your time runs out, all you're allowed to do is roll saves, and so when you're rolling saves, you're using their time. So you need time to be rolling saves. Like there's yeah. So anyway, that's.
Disco Boys just jumped back in the lead on the bits race. I wonder if Totally Not Panics has just walked away. Yeah, it's just in the corner around his hat. We won't dog you. We won't dog you again, Disco Boy. We won't say shit.
We've been a villain twice to Disco Boy already.
We'll not do it a third time.
Less than 15 minutes until dice down.
All right, so he's worth.
Hasn't not put his scores in.
They've been updating a paper score sheet.
Yes.
So I'm going to not say a word when I go in.
Just let it roll. Whatever. We've got 15 minutes. We can wait, guys.
All right.
Yes, we are starting the top of turn 4 with a hard dice down in 15 minutes. That's what I was saying at the start of turn 4. I was like, there's no point starting another turn.
So, well, there is some movement, I guess, but I wouldn't be
Well, you
shooting.
can't count it unless both players get a chance to.
You
So it
can.
doesn't- What do you mean?
What do you mean you can't? They have got a chess clock.
Okay, yep, okay, yep.
Like,
No, but see, Lee can just run down the remaining time and
no,
then...
he can run down his remaining time.
That's true. That's true.
So, all right, so Lee, let's say Lee has, there's 13 minutes left. Let's say Lee has 7 and
Adam muted again.
let's say Lee has 7 and Mansky has 6.
Yep.
All right.
No, I get
If
you.
Lee uses the 7, he can't
Doesn't
use
matter.
time anymore,
Yep.
and then Mansky then gets his 6.
Yep.
So, like, I mean, there's 2 arguments there. If you've got 1 minute left, all right, the argument is you should be able to start your turn. You just got to be aware that you've just got a minute. So if all you want to do is move, why can't you just move them?
Actually, yeah, dude, go in, check test clock times, and get the score update. Well, I need to know. I'm just thinking about it. I need to know. Oh, Disco Boy. Throw us whatever pennies you please. We'll be more than happy to receive. How many hours of viewing have we put out today? We did 8.5 hours yesterday, and we would have done minimum of 6 hours today, so that's 14 hours. Oh boy. Yeah. And you guys wonder why I cough. Wonder why my guts hurt. I look, I'm of the opinion that if this game was to go to 6 turns, yeah, I don't know who's going to favour. Look, Mantic had a real flub turn last turn, guys. He had a real shit turn. Well, I mean, really shit. He had a full unit of bloodletters go into a unit of under 20, I believe, plague bearers, and into flamers. And did sweet fuck all. The same. He had a unit of horrors and a full unit of bloodletters go into a unit of under 20, definitely under 20 plague bearers. Killed 6 guys, 7 guys. He had a horrible turn. And I think that's been the swing. If this turn goes to its conclusion, that Demon Prince eats those flamers. His flamers eat his horrors, and I think Hayden's left with just maybe 2 units of horrors left on the board, maybe 1, and that'll be game. Well, I think it's actually more that Lee rolled hot on his 5+ by 5 by 5. Is that the absolute correct with all the Reaper points and everything? This game's over, guys. Lee's won.
So
There's no way Hayden can bring up that deficit now.
Manson's got 4 Reaper points. Lee's got 4 Reaper points. Lee's got 2 Recon, 2 for Mark for Death, and Manson's got 1 Mark for Death. He's still got Old School, which I think has Last Blood.
Last Blood.
He's not going to get Linebreaker. Yeah, it looks...
No, it's still tied up. It's
Lee's
over.
got like a minute and a half left on his clock, and projector's turned off.
Yes. No idea how long's left in the round.
9 minutes 50 remaining in the round, which means Mansky's probably got 7 minutes on the clock to leave 2-ish.
Yep.
This will be interesting.
So it is a turn 4 finish.
I'm on mute.
You are on mute. Tell him everything again.
2 minutes for Lee, less than.
Less than 2 minutes for Lee on
which
Lee's clock.
leaves 6 to 7 minutes to Mansky.
Yep.
Scores are correct. Both have max Reaper. Lee's got Recon for 2. And... Or 2.
Wow, that's a big charge if you made that
2
charge.
for Mark for Death. And Mansky's got full Reaper, 1 Mark for Death.
Doesn't matter at this point. 5-point lead to Lee. And I was saying before while you were gone, Mansky had a shit last turn. those 2 units of Plague Bearers, Bloodletters, completely bounced.
Yeah.
Absolutely bounced. By all reports, that bottom unit of Plague Bearers should be gone due to a max unit of Bloodletters and a full unit of Horus going in there. And yep, there you go. Is what it is, guys.
I'll have to watch this game back and see what I can learn.
This game was
Be
a
quick.
fucking mess. Yeah. Is what it is, guys. Demons on demons. Just slight variance one way or another. It changes the
Who's
game
been
completely.
there? How has the Nurgle tree helped Lee's play?
To be honest, not a huge amount.
Not a
in this
huge
game.
amount.
It's been more of a tactical play, which it just meant that Hayden had to wrap at all costs, rather than have Lee slingshot off him into his backlines with the advance and charge. Sorry, fall back and charge. Although the advance and charge has been relevant as well.
That clock has to be awfully low.
Yeah. 8 minutes left in the round. Lee has to have timed out, guys, or be on the.
I'm not sure if it. I'm assuming that chess clocks beep normally when the time runs out.
Yeah.
That's a dead blood master.
Yep.
But I only had one score. I think it's one of those ones.
Which could be marked for death, or maybe he's just going for kill more.
Maybe he's just going for kill more, guys. Do you think GW will consider reducing max troop unit size, given how spammy you can get with Horde troops, and sell less models? That's a bit harsh.
Yeah, I can't see them doing that.
Nah, me either. Although I think it'd be good for the game, to be honest. Lee's got to be out of time. So what does Hayden do in his turn? What can
Very
he
good
do?
question. What he needs to do is
That bloodletter
he
needs to
needs
go.
to not fight back with those bloodletters.
Yep.
So this is what I would do. I would just go, all right, I'm not going to kill you. So you're going to, hopefully, he wants to these ones to die.
Yep.
All right. So he's going to fall back, and then his turn, he can move and charge.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So
Absolutely, that's huge.
Yeah.
How many to lose? 4. Perfect.
Needs one more.
Perfection.
The exact
Perfection.
number he needed to die.
So he can get hold more this turn. Theoretically.
There's no way he's still got time left.
There's no way he's got time left, guys. I seriously reckon he's had 5 minutes. These 2 minutes are gone for 5. That's how it is, though.
All right. So just so as you're aware, guys. All right. So he's said, I'm going to attack. Not going to do any wounds, basically, because I'm just going to attack with one guy or 2 guys. So I'm not going to roll the dice. I'm just going to pile in.
Yep.
So he's then piled in and wrapped that model.
Wrap that horror.
Yeah. If I was Mansky, I would just also not attack back.
Not me either. Waste of time. Where's that objective over there?
There's an objective here.
Yeah, he's just using his pile and consolidates on his horrors to try and get into that range and take that
Yeah.
back off him.
So Mansky's got this one.
Yep.
Lee's definitely got that one.
Yep. And
Lee's
got that one.
currently got this one, but these guys should be
Just
able
go
to
take it off him.
go take that off him. Which should, and I think, look, I don't see how
Mansky can take that
Mansky
back.
takes that back.
The
So
only thing you can do is move and advance this unit of horrors. Oh no, they're attacked in combat. They have to fall back. They won't get in range.
Yep.
Yeah, look, I think this is wrapped up. There's not much Mansky can do to bring this back.
So Lee's going to get kill 1 at least. Okay.
Well, he's gonna
And then he's
Kill
going to
two.
get at least hold 1.
Yep.
All right. And so that's going to put him, ignoring all other possibilities, that puts him up to 16.
Yep.
All right, which means Mansky has to bridge 7 points. So he can get kill 1. He might get kill more.
Yep.
He can get hold 1.
And
He
hold more.
can't get hold more.
Nope.
All right. This is me assuming he takes
The negatives off that.
this one
Yep.
back, but he's not going to get the top one back.
No.
All right. So kill 1, kill more, hold 1. Then maybe he might get a mark for death.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Last
He
strike.
needs to be going for last strike and
Line breaker. That's 6. I'm up to. Like, and this is my best case
This is
scenario
absolute
here.
best case scenario.
I don't
How's
see.
Abby got time, guys? I don't understand. How Abby's still taking movements. He had under 2 minutes left, and he's been taking actions for like fucking 7 minutes. I don't know what's going on. Like, leave it up to them.
4 minutes left.
There's 4 minutes left in the round, and to my mind, Mansky still has 7 or 8 minutes left on his clock.
I would have thought so.
So I would say you almost can't even count this turn now.
Oh, they've got chess clock. It's up to them.
Well, the round's going to time out before Mansky gets to take his turn.
But that's their responsibility. Both players' responsibility to make sure chess clocks are up to date. All right, it's all well and good saying that. It's basically.
So Mansky's just started his turn.
He got line breaker though, Adam. Does he have
Yeah.
line breaker?
Nah, well, yes.
So line breaker is there. He has to get.
Oh no, it's just in your deployment zone. The line breaker is just in your deployment zone.
Not old school line breaker.
Just in your deployment zone.
All right.
He's in. Any movement from those? Oh, wow, he lost 2 bloodletters. By the way, there goes.
In the morale.
Yeah, so he's only got 1 nurgling on that objective. Does he bother charging, or is he just moving advance onto it?
Depends on the distance there. I measure.
The problem is now with only 3 bloodletters, how does he get a kill? He's not going to get kill more.
Shot has installed. There is 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the round.
Yeah.
All right, it was 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the round. Oh.
Rough. Doesn't matter though. This is decided. There's nothing Hayden can do to bring this back, in my opinion. He just had a total whiffer. Those bloodletters went in. They did sweet fuck all. Both units of them. They were both in range of rerolls. Yeah. Yep. Just bad luck.
All right. This is yeah, we're pretty much done. I'm not sure what Manson's hoping to try and achieve. I'm not sure what Manson's trying to achieve at this point. I think it's just too late. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's nothing you can do. What could he have done differently, you think?
Mansky?
Yeah.
Play quicker?
From this point of the game, I don't think it matters. I think he has the board's dominated and he's lost. Regardless of if this went on to 6 turns, I think Mansky was still going to lose in this position.
You reckon?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What, nothing of his gets to shoot. Only 1 unit of bloodletters actually gets to move in charge. How does he win from this position? I don't think he can.
Good question.
Yes. It starts down, so you can't interrupt the.
Oh, it starts down.
With the question.
Oh, wow.
Go. Number.
That's some next level tactics there.
All right. So looks like Lee Abbey is going to be the
Big Masters
Big
for-
Masters champion.
Yep.
Can he accept his invite? Is he allowed to?
I'm not going to answer that question on stream.
Not for a stream. Interesting stuff, guys. So, well, that's actually us kind of wrapped up. I mean,
We have to pack up.
Yeah.
So
I think we're going to call the stream here.
they've been told dice down. They're still moving. So
He doesn't know there's 1 minute. Yeah.
But
Someone needs to go in there.
look, the victory points might be
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, Mancy's still got time left on his clock.
1 minute.
Ah. There we are. Whatever.
He's got
JB
40 seconds left on his clock. I think he can have 40 seconds.
JB Painting's just taking the lead.
JB Painting has just taken the lead.
Just savage, dog.
And
That's so
are we ending the stream right there?
Yeah, we are actually.
And
Huh?
Give everyone a minute.
all right, so we're gonna.
Disco Boys just okay. We can't end while this guy's in a bidding war.
Oh, we definitely can't.
No, we can't.
Okay, so I believe they have been. There's one. We're gonna go with 30 seconds. No, we're gonna go with 30 seconds on the clock. All right.
Yeah, we've got 30 seconds, guys.
We're gonna go with 30 seconds on the clock.
Whoever's in the
30
top,
seconds.
30 seconds. That's it.
We're ending the stream. Whoever's on the top, they're gonna win.
Disco Boy already got the vouchers, but he wants the crates too. You can just buy some crates with the voucher. Oh, we got to name that. Put a minute on there. We got to name our most valuable.
Oh shit, I do that.
Most
All right,
valuable,
cancel
guys.
that. Most valuable viewer of
Now,
the weekend.
I was doing something through this entire stream, guys. I was doing something really dumb and semi-innocuous. What was I doing? Whoever can tell me what I was doing, paid attention enough, you'll get my vote. Who are you going to vote for?
Simon.
You going to vote for Simon? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's been a real weekend. He's been involved. And Simon got
the
blood letter.
You got it. Simon's yours. I kept doing this, guys, and saying nothing, just looking like a doofus and lowering my hands. I was just going to say who spotted it.
Okay, so Simon has scored himself
You got a set of crates, Simon?
a set of containers. I'll work out when and how.
Just said coffee.
Fair.
It's pretty accurate as well.
So what we'll be doing, we'll be giving you details to the team at OTP Terrain. They'll get you a set of containers.
Yep.
Then the $30 gift voucher yesterday from OTP Terrain went to the Disco Boy for the top cheerer. And we'll do what I'm going to do is we're going to play the advert.
Yep.
End of the advert.
Whoever's
We
got
won't
it,
literally stop the stream, but at the end of that advert, whoever the top cheerer is,
just gets it.
gets the final prize.
You got about 30 seconds.
All right, so let's go get my little spiel here going. So Down Under Network is proud to partner with OTP Terrain, a licensed 3D printers of 6mm to 28mm wargaming and tabletop terrain. They have cranes, crates, towers, scatter terrain. They have massive cathedrals, ruins, as well as more outpost-style terrain. You know, it looks very orky in my opinion.
It does pretty orky. I like to scatter on that.
They have modular systems, so these walkways and stairs and outposts all interlink. And this shows just the sheer size difference you can have
Look
from
at that.
Titanic
You
at
just walk.
40K.
I love that bridge. That bridge fits in with all the new style of GW terrain beautifully.
So, BFCM is the discount code at otpterrain.com for a 15% discount.
Totally not
And
panics.
the winner is Disco Boy.
Disco Boy takes it.
So Disco Boy takes out
The crates. I guess the crates and the voucher. You saucy, saucy Disco Boy.
All right.
J.E. Payne just put 300 in.
We appreciate it, Jared, but timing is everything. And
Sorry, mate. We just named it.
we did
We got another voucher though, don't
officially name it.
we? Oh, we feel bad now, man.
Disco Boy says, "Well done, JB." And goddamn lag.
I put another 60 in with Disco Boy. Okay, you gotta stop bidding now so we can name
No,
somebody.
we've named.
It's
We've
Disco
named.
Boy, yeah.
We put in. Can't change rules and
Nah, we can't
halfway through.
back down.
All
Disco
right.
Boy, you won it.
So points might not be updated yet, but we're going to love you and leave you. Head over to Facebook, our Facebook page, and we will be live streaming the awards shortly.
That's right.
We will...
Peace out, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Gaming Against the Grain
Gaming
is...
Against the Grain will be on Wednesday nights
Wednesday
at
night.
7:30 this week.
7:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Peace.